Hi, I am here live in my studio office, and I'm here to answer your questions. Thanks everybody for joining me. I'm going to type something in the bar here. So, what are we going to be talking about today? As soon as I close all these out, can you hear the ding? Can you guys hear me okay? Because I set up my Dragon and then I just unplugged it and raise your hand, anybody who joins me, if you can hear me okay, please. So I am world-renowned psychic and medium. Oh, good. Thanks, Karen. Hi, Karen. I just thought of you. Did you go on your cruise yet? They said something about your sister. That's so strange. I was just thinking of you. It's like I knew you were going to join me, Karen. Hold on. Let me get the cards. I'm going to try to go on live on Facebook. Since you're the first one that joined me, we can answer your question, Karen, first, and then I'm going to try to get to everyone. I have an exciting new app that people can go on my Facebook page, Jane Voneman Psychic and Medium, and download the app. It's through Apps Village. It's really fun. And if you download the app on your phone, I guess you get a free candle with the reading, and you get 10% off the reading, and that's a $100 value. And yes, soy dust, you can answer too. So today we are going to be talking about many subject matters. We, meaning me and the spirits, the spirit world, has been coming around to me a lot since now it's, if you're pagan, which that's what practicing religion I am, Mabon. Mabon is the first day of fall. So fall, I can't think of the word I want to use, but fall, we have a summer, fall equinox. So you can see an orb there by right here. Can you guys see it? So there is a spirit here. I'm putting my finger on it right now. So let me ask who this is. And I'm seeing them up here, over here too, on the wall. They don't appear to be earthbound or stuck. They went directly to the light. And I believe this is John, because it's coming in the form of, for Karen, the same type of thing that he saw in the stars that day, the diamond-shaped object that floated around in the sky that he took the video of, and that I have on my TV show. So let's listen to what he wants to say to you first, for Karen Shapiro, because she was the first one that joined me, and then whoever else joins me, I'm going to answer your questions or channel your spirits. Okay, so he said something immediately about your toes. I don't know, and somebody's been getting a tan. Tanning, I don't know why he said that, but he's actually jealous that somebody's a tanner, or tanner than he used to get. And I don't know if he meant like there was a joke between you guys, that you had a standing joke that he got tanner than you, or you got tanner than him, or you held your arms up to each other and said, look who's tanner than me. I don't know what he's talking about yet, but it's okay. And now he's saying Fisher, which I don't know if that's a name or something, but I'm hearing Fisher meaning like Fisher Road, Fisher last name, or fisherman. So he's confirming that he is here, Karen, and he wants you to he said he's concerned about, have you been winded or something lately, Karen? Like winded in your breathing? Because if you are and you get out of short of breath or whatever, he doesn't want you to concern yourself or alarm yourself with that. He wants you to just know that it's probably part of the detox. So that's what happens with a detox. Um, so, and then John in spirit is still here, and I see him right there. Can you guys see him? It's on my finger. It's on my finger now. So the spirit came through that way today, through the light, because they will use light to come in as a frequency, and I actually feel him. And actually through the electricals, sometimes they come in. And I really like the way the spirits come in. I was reading the book recently, the Ghost Whisperer lady, Marianne Winkowski, that the TV show Ghost Whisperers is based off of, and she was talking about earthbound spirits and that she's only able to see earthbound spirits. Well, I see both. So I hear both, I see both. So I see spirits that crossed over into the light, and I see spirits from the other side. And okay, so he's talking about a family member. He's saying your family member, and he said it's just their Earth's journey. That's what he told me to tell you, Karen. So we just want to honor everybody's Earth journey, especially people in the family. Like, we can't control other people. We can't, do anything about people acting a certain way or anything like that. We just have to take a deep breath and allow them to make their life's choices. So I do feel like there's a huge, I don't know, like a red flag or something, or feeling of something around your sister, but a light given to her, a light, they said. Sending her a light, sending her a lot of light and love right now. That's what he's saying. And he's sending you a lot of light and love right now. So he said, yeah, okay, you agree she's a mess. Oh, I'm so sorry. I really thought she was going to do a lot better. So we are definitely, I think that she is talking a lot about the thing that she wanted people to know in the world, what condition she had. And she might be drawing too much energy to it or giving it too much power. If she's in pain, I'm so sorry. That's going to be hard to go through. So I don't know if she has somewhat like rheumatoid arthritis symptoms, but she is giving it a lot of power in her words still. And I did try to tell her that. Yeah, I'm sorry, Karen. That's the thing, John says in spirit, he says, we can't control others, though. We cannot control, right, psoriatic arthritis. We cannot control others at all, what they do, or what they say, or even if we try to tell them over and over again, sometimes they just don't get it. And all you need to focus on is your growth and journey. But I know it's hard for you because you have to live with that every day and see that daily, and it hurts you. So that's why you need to go out of the house a lot, and you need to take care of yourself, and you need to just focus on you and your truth. So I did some art back here. This is Blue. She's a missing person case, and I channeled her, and that's what she looks like, Blue. She's really pretty. Her mother is still in a state of shock that she's missing, and I just channeled her psychically what she looked like, and I did it on art behind me right there. So I do that channeled art too, switching subjects around. Okay, so Karen, I hope I helped you with that message. I'm gonna go to the next question. Soy Sea Dust, I promised I would answer your question also. Can I ask a question too? Yes, you really may ask a question. Soy Sea Dust, am I saying that right? I hope so. Go ahead and type your question in. And while you're getting ready to type a question, I'll go to somebody else here. Oh, all right, that was fast. What do I need to do to prepare myself for 2020? Oh, good question. Thank you. All right, so we are going into a fifth dimensional universe. The people that are aware of tapping into the fifth dimensional universe are already pretty much prepared for 2020. Myself, I'm prepared. But what you can do is you can eat a really healthy diet. You can eat mostly vegetables, fruits, and little meats. And you can meditate, meditate, meditate like crazy. And then financially, you can light a candle for yourself to get more financial abundance, but put it in the southeast corner of your home, build a little money shrine, and be sure that you work through your emotional issues that you're going through right now, because I do feel like their spirits are making me aware, your spirits are making me aware that you've been going through some huge crises, some emotional issues. When 2020 leaps upon us, we have to stay present in the focus and the power of now, though. The spirits are reminding me to tell you to stay focused. This is beautiful, beautiful fall in here in my country, here where I live, in the US. And they just want you to prepare by doing whatever you pray for, whatever you invoke your God. Just prepare that way, but mainly prepare by a shrine or altar every morning when you get up, if you have to, and light a candle for yourself, and just be magical and mystical every day. And whatever your choice of religion or whatever is, which they're not telling me that, then you need to be clear on your truth and speak the power of your words very much about your truth. Don't divert from that truth at all. Sometimes, it's about having monkey mind, like, oh, our thoughts over here are telling us to do one thing, but then we change our mind and do another thing. We try to show the universe what we want by taking action and doing what we want, which is, if we want to travel, we show the universe that we want to travel by not worrying about our money, and then just go ahead and travel it anyway. Or the universe gives us a free vacation or something. So whatever you think, just put your thoughts out there, and then go out and wish upon a star. Just touch a star and make a wish on it, because there is something really true about that, when you wish upon a star song. So I like to play with my hair a lot, as you can see. Okay, so I hope I covered your question. Soy C Dust. I like your name. It's cute. Okay, so the next one is Alyssa Lauren Lagua Perido. Hi from the Philippines. It's 3:50 a.m. here. Wow, you're up early. May I ask, what will happen to me and Martin Fernandez, Buenaventure, Sagittarius, 12/9/1990, in the near future? I am a Capricorn, 1/9/1993. Good question, and I'm going to use my cards to help me with this a little bit. No, they said that you're going to use him. You're going to both use kind of each other, not in a bad way, but as a stepping stone. So they did say something about a rich doctor. I don't know what that's about yet, but I do feel like there's something about, you're going to open a huge Pandora's box in your life, and, maybe you're so pretty that you could get yourself a rich doctor. I think that young girls, is that his birthday, Sagittarius, 12/9/1990? Would that be right? Yeah. Okay. Sagittarius and Capricorn, everybody gets along in those type of, it's compatible. All they said was, if the shoe was on the other foot, you would react that way too. That's what they told me to tell you about him. So do you understand this message? I hope so, because sometimes it is. Okay, so he's a medical intern. So yeah, he's going to be a very rich doctor. Okay, so the spirits were very loud and clear about that. Okay, so you need to honor, that he's going to be that, and he's, probably mainly focusing on himself and his career at this time, and he does care about you deeply. I'm going to do the card spread on your relationship. They said that he's going to ask you to come join him. So wherever he is right now, he's going to ask you to come join him. I don't know if he's traveling right now or what. There's going to, yeah, because they got a lot of abundance in your cards. You're going to have a lot of abundance in the future. which explains the rich doctor thing. And the second house is owning. We don't ever own anyone. So all you have to do is remember you don't own him, and he'll be happy. He's a free spirit. He's a free soul. He can do whatever he wants. Be his friend. Friends are the highest form of lovers. If you can be someone's friend, that's the best advantage. Have compassion, understanding every day, things like that. He really does like you. They said something about California, so I don't know if he's gonna go through a series of changes. They said he's gonna go through a series of changes. Something about California, and yeah, I think you're grasping on tightly, and just let go. Like here, we have the fall leaves. They let go easily off the trees, so we have to let go every day. Like, just don't hold on so tightly to him, because you'll get him more when you don't hold on so tightly. Then he'll propose to you, So I know you really want him, and I think that you're in control, and sometimes we need to, like I said to Karen, we need to give up control. We can't control other people. So, but I do see a huge, really cool male face here. So watch the time around the your power center would be going out and looking at the planets and touching Jupiter or seeing Jupiter. Jupiter has a ring around it, and there's something to this stuff. Okay. So he unfriended you with Facebook. Well, that's why the message came, respect his boundaries. Okay. So whatever I'm saying or channeling, if he did that, then next, meaning, there's a lot, like that's what I felt like. I was channeling something that you did something to him or made him scared, and you don't blame yourself. You just did what you didn't need to do. You're a human. But that's why it said, don't cling on too tightly. Okay, honey? So I'm sorry that he blocked you and everything from Facebook. Okay, I hope there's going to be a miracle for you. I can do a little mojo, so to speak, for a miracle. I will do that on there for you. It's just that, there's like two sides of him. There's one side over here, his light side, and there's another side over here, his dark side. So you need to realize that right now you're working with the planetary alignments, and that could be why all of a sudden it was like pushed away from you. So sorry to hear that happened though to you. Okay, so so I'm just gonna show you guys on here what I do really quick. This is what else I do for my clients. I think by now it's okay, because I was born in Salem, Massachusetts, right outside of, well, in a little town called Springfield, but it was the famous town where all the witches live. And I came in, and I was born October 30th, which is Halloween Eve, and I was born at midnight. So that kind of gave me a little bit of power, but and maybe a lot of power, but we all have power. But like I said, we have power over ourselves and how we react. I'm feeling like, Alyssa, you need a healing sent to you. It's about how you react. Reacting is very emotional right now for you. How you deal with him defriending you on Facebook. You said that you are taking the dental boards. And yeah, that's huge for you. You are doing that, right? You need to just focus on you and your career at hand. You don't want to give him so much power that he doesn't pay for all that rent space in your head and your brain and your thinking. Are you thinking of him too much? Are you obsessing about him too much? Absolutely, yes. I think that you're going to learn a huge experience lesson through him, and you're going to be a lot wiser. You will get a ring. You will get a ring. You will get a engagement ring. But to see that it's him or not, probably, I don't know, but they said you will get what you want in life for sure. I think this is your first huge experience with a deep, deep love. Maybe you've been hurt before, but I think that, Alyssa, there's huge spiritual lessons to learn about how we act around others and what boundaries we cross over, and men, and respecting their boundaries too. And friends are the highest form of lover, same thing. So I'm going to tell you that. So maybe you have a chance of being a friend with him and starting over again, as a friend. Okay. Oh, you want to know if you're gonna, well, probably because you're so upset about him and distraught about him that you're failing that test, Alyssa, and you need to keep focusing more on you and your truth. If the door keeps closing on this dental thing, you might be being protected. You have to honor that and say, hey, what could possibly be my plan B in the world? I'm not, don't read into this. I'm not closing the door. I'm not telling you no, that you won't ever pass the dental board. I just think that you're transforming. You're going through a transformation. So, the Scorpio is about transformation. I'm a Scorpio, and it's about sting. I sting. Yeah, meaning you get a mean sting from a Scorpio, but you can handle it. You can survive the venom of the scorpion. So that's, to me, telling the story that this stung you, this relationship. It's like a snake bite. It hurt you, but you didn't die. You survived it. So you will survive, Alyssa. Okay, but you need to focus more on you. Right. That's a good message for her, Miriam. Miriam, thank you. She says, just study hard and you'll make it. And that's true. And it makes your immune system stronger, she said. What, the Scorpio? Okay, so she said her rising is Scorpio. And see, that's why I pulled the Scorpio for you. So the reason I pulled the Scorpio was because it's about transforming. You're going through a transformation. So you learned a huge spiritual lesson through the doctor, the rich doctor who's going to be a rich doctor. And then you had to learn it to go through something yourself so that you could pass your board, your dental boards or whatever. But, you got to be careful, I think, because, I think he's renting too much space in your brain, and you need to let go right now. And you need to just focus on you and your truth. Because if you really want to pass this test, then she's right. You have to study hard. So thank you for adding that, Miriam. Okay, so who else do I have on here? We have Kalina Costa de Nova. Hi, what should I do to get back together with my person? MG. Okay. She's very careful not to say his name. She just says his initials. I think it is hard out there in the dating world for a lot of people. I think that a lot of people live a very sedentary lifestyle, and they get lazy, and they don't want to try, and they don't want to give. They want to, there was a video about people going to sleep with their cell phones even, and they were not facing each other in the bed, and their backs were towards each other, and then they were sitting here with the face, looking at their cell phones instead of being intimate with each other. I think that the world is very much like that nowadays in love. And, lust is one thing and love is another. And we have to discern what lust is and what love is. If we move too fast in relationship, that's the answer for you, is that it burns itself out very fast. So anyway, I'm looking at all these conversations here. I was talking originally to Kalina, though, Costa de Nova. So as far as MG, what should you do to get back together with my person, MG? I think you should just, to get back together or whatever, and is there a chance for you to get back together? Honestly, I just feel like, I don't know. I don't feel comfortable around it for some reason. Cut him off, they said. They just said cut him off. That's what they said. To get back together, cut him off. Don't give him anything. Sex, that means. Okay? So that's what they said. Then I want you back, I guess. So that's my answer for you. Okay. So let's go on to the next question. Who else did I not answer here? Miriam. What does my Marwen's higher self want to tell me? Marwen's higher self. Okay. Can you type in and explain what your Marwen's higher self is, though? Because did you type it right? Because I've never heard that. So Marwen's higher self want to tell me. Okay. Is that no, that's your higher self. That's your, are you thinking it's like your spirit guide or something? Oh, he's your ex. Okay. Okay, see. I didn't know. Sorry. You didn't make that clear. So, he, a lot of love loss right now, I think, going on from the way these questions are here today. So I would say that it's again about owning somebody. We don't ever want to feel like we're owning anyone. So maybe in the past, if you think about it, how did you act towards him? Why is he your ex? Maybe because he worried that you were trying to take ownership too much over him, or just give him space, let him have time to breathe, work on, asking if he can be your friend, asking the higher self of you, and send him the higher self messages, send his higher self messages. Think of him and talk to his higher self from a distance. Tell him you love him, even if you can't tell him in person. That's a really good thing to tell you. So that's what they told me to tell you. Yeah, same thing, Miriam. We get distracted, and people can really distract us and throw us off our kilter. And we want to be grounded in our own foundation. I would go outside and meditate if I were you, and just exercise and take care of yourself, get yourself shapely. I mean, because they said, are you a model or something? I don't know. Somebody's a model, they said. So, I can't see the little photo of you, so somebody's a model who's watching. But they also said something about a model. So, okay, so it's not you, Miriam. Okay, then it must be somebody else. Sorry, because they said somebody's a model. So I don't know if he saw a model or looked at a model. Sorry to bear that message to you, but I think you already know the answer inside of yourself, Miriam. You already know. Your inner voice is already telling you. He caused you a huge amount of psychological pain and discomfort. So maybe you're pretty enough to be a model, though. So think about that, okay? That's maybe why they said model. Okay. That would make you feel really good about yourself. Hi, Tara Marie. Hi, I'm here. I say hello. Hello. I'd like to know when you will say hello. That's a song by Hart and Nancy Wilson. I love them. Hi, can I have a spirit message, please? Yes, you may have a spirit message, please. You're welcome, Miriam. I hope I helped you, hon. I'm sorry that you're going through that right now. It's hard. Been there, done that. All right, so yeah, let's see. So I'm going back to Miss Shanto, and I'm sorry if I missed anybody. You have to just keep typing in your question to me, and I'll eventually see it, because I'm grateful that a lot of people are on here with me. I just kind of use the cards as a focus. I really hear my voices and they talk to me, and I'm clairaudient, clairvoyant, psychic. I have a third eye. you know, everything's open. I'm an open channel. I see spirits. I'm a psychic medium. I'll be going on stage at Pickwick and Frolic October 26th, East 4th Street. It's going to be a fun show with called the Three Psychics. We have Travis, Melinda Carver, and I. You can go on my website, psychicjane.com, and please follow me on my Jane Voneman Psychic and Medium page on Facebook, because that's my public figure page, and that's where I'm trying to get more people. And then I'm also on Instagram as Jane Voneman, and I'm on YouTube. And please subscribe to me to my YouTube channel. Sorry, I had to add all that in halfway through this video. Okay, Shantu needs a spirit message. Okay. Okay, so as soon as I said your name, I got a dim light here. I got a light dimming. Did you see the light dimming? I saw it. Did you guys see it? Yeah, because it dimmed. So there is a spirit walking behind me. Then the light got bright. See how bright the light got? You know, it's not the sunlight coming through the window. It's the room opens up and there's a spirit here. Okay, so I'm going to see who the spirit is. And I'm going to ask them who it is. So that, because you said you wanted a spirit message. So, and somebody, listen, somebody just said something about a voice box. It's kind of like a spirit box, I guess. Let me just listen more. Okay, please, all spirits present for Miss Shante, you need to come through, please. Miss Shante. Who is you? Who are you, and why are you here? So I do see a beautiful female coming through with long hair. She's wearing flowers right now. I'm clear-eyed, so I see her in my third eye. Not sure who she is to you right now. But it makes me feel like there's a female energy that is very strong. Do you know who this female could be? Because I do feel like you have some spirit guides. Right. I did feel like you were very powerful. So your spirit guide is here, Shante, Miss Shante. And you are going into the beginning of being a psychic and mediumship yourself. So that's what I need you to do, is just more meditate. Okay, so your daughter literally passed? Can you confirm that? Because if your daughter had the long hair and she's passed and she's deceased, then she would be the one that's coming through wearing flowers. Can you, okay, so yes, her spirit passed years ago. Okay. So your daughter is alive or passed? That's what I need to know, because I just saw a spirit come through that had blonde hair, and I saw her with flowers around her hair, and she had long blonde hair. She looked beautiful. Can you confirm? Because all I see is a vision right now. So I need help a little bit off of you. I need you as a sounding board. I mean, I shouldn't, but okay, she's not typing in the message yet. Oh, okay. So that's your spirit, but your spirit guide, but your daughter did cross over. Okay. So I want to see if I get her. I want her to come through. And what I'm seeing a vision of somebody actually going like this. I don't know why, but I see this. Somebody actually showing me something like this. I don't know what that means. Did your daughter have short hair? And she looks to be about, I'm not sure, maybe a little older, like 10, 12, 18. She's not showing me an age. I mean, now that you said her name, thank you, because I'm going to see now. And I'm going to listen. She's beaming straight for you. That's what she said. That's what she just said. She said your shirt tells. Your shirt tells. Shirt tells? I do feel a lot of despair coming through for that you lost her, and I'm really sorry you lost your daughter. Going back to the voice box thing, I think that there's another spirit here that used to smoke a lot and died of a smoking death. I don't know if it's one of your spirits though, Shantae. So somebody else is coming through. They just came through me. Whoa, they gave me a huge tickle in my throat. So your spirit though, Shantae, of your daughter is here. And I'm sorry I'm going through a lot of different spirits now. But she did have short hair, right? Or around this length. And she just wants me to send you her love. She loves you very much. I do see a slide. I see a water slide for some reason now. So I do feel like she did like water a lot. Okay, so now you're saying that your kid's grandmother was coming through, and Doris, she died of cancer. We were close. Okay, so she was the one that had this here. So, okay, so she's here too. Okay. Okay, so Miss Shantae, I'm really sorry you lost your daughter. I don't know why she's showing me a slide, a water slide. Do you know why she would be showing me that? One of those fun ones that you go down at the pool. And she is very happy that she wants to let you know that she is happy on the other side. She said something about you were worried and concerned if she suffered or not. Is that correct? Is that her talking to me? Because she wanted to let you know that she didn't suffer, or, or what appeared to be suffering to you was not really suffering. Okay. So I do feel like you were thinking that she suffered. Do you understand why she would say that? Okay, so I don't know why I'm seeing the water slide, but it just means to go have fun. Oh, okay. So I'm glad that she comforted you with that. You were worried about that for years. Yeah, we shouldn't hold on to that lower vibrational guilt stuff that we did something wrong or that she didn't suffer. She did not suffer, she said. Oh, good. I'm so glad she gave you closure. It wasn't me, it was her. But she talked through me. So let go. That's right. That's what we have to do. I'm so glad I could help you with that with your daughter. We need to learn to let go more of things, let go like the fall leaves off the tree. They fall and they let go of the tree easily. The tree is powerful because it's able to let go. I like that, and I heard that the other day. What happens on YouTube stays on YouTube, spirits. I appreciate the spirits being here today. Okay, so your daughter is just kind of kissing me lightly on the lips, and see her light right there? You can see it. See how she made my hair go in? And see that? See that? See that trail that she just did through my finger? That's her. See, I show people how to pay attention to when the spirits are here. So we can all see spirit if we just give spirit a chance. So she would like you to just reach your hand out towards the screen with me and touch the screen. I'm just doing this because she wants you to do this. And just send me love, and I send you love. And we all three send each other love because your daughter is joining hands with us. Okay? So that's all you have to do. Touch it one more time. and then allow her now to again go to the light. But she does like to occupy your home a lot and come through a lot near you. So, okay. It is beautiful, Jesse. I agree. It's beautiful. Beautiful things happen to me in my world when I just connect with spirit. Okay, so what happens tonight goes on Facebook tomorrow. Please tell everyone about me as a medium because I'm trying really hard to make my TV show go national. My TV show is called Honor the Magic Within. I have a book called Loose Leaves and Tea. It's about me, Jane, as a psychic and medium, and I do help with missing person cases also. That's pretty heavy and deep stuff, but I can handle it. I get powerful flashes of visions, and I'm in a league of my own. The spirits just told me to tell you guys. I'm in a league of my own, meaning there's no other psychic in the universe like me. Not to brag or anything, but they just want me to know that because the spirits told me, my spirit guide said I was subhuman, whatever that means, but it's like X-Men and the Wolverine people, meaning I have special gifts and special power or whatever. So not to brag or anything, because a lion doesn't have to say it's a lion, it just is a lion. Aw, thanks, Miss Shante. She says, LOL, go ahead and brag, you deserve it. Aw, you're so sweet. I love you. The universe gives you perks when you connect really good with the spirits, and how you do that is you just keep meditating like crazy and you eat the right diet and you do all the work. I'm doing Taekwondo because my teacher told me to do Taekwondo, and it really helps amazingly with mind focus. So, I do clear my throat a lot though. But that's when I'm getting ready to open up the throat chakra more, so I do that. Okay. That's a good question. Hale, what psychic abilities do you have? We all have psychic abilities. We're all born with it because we're all in the alpha state of consciousness as a baby coming in. And then when we go to school and stuff, things kind of shut it down. So we needed somebody to pull it up and support us. And I didn't have anybody really to support it with me, but I did have my grandmother that read my tea leaves when I was like 8. And so that was kind of what set it off for me, I guess. Some have more than others. Like there's the show Psychic Kids, which I talked to Ryan Michaels on Facebook, and he's on that show. And Chip Coffey started that show. And that's about children who are born with really strong psychic gifts. So some have stronger than others. So if you have the ability that you feel you have, then, just by you asking the question tells me that you're aware of some type of psychic ability that you have. Okay, so just keep meditating. That's the best way to bring it out. Jesse Dolico says, will me and my ex, he's a Pisces and a Capricorn, get back together this year and feeling around October? I'm feeling around October. Sometimes we can feel things and think we really feel it accurately, and then we just go, whoa, 4 years later, he never talked to me again. I'm not saying that'll happen. I'm just saying, the feeling we have. Feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it. If you feel a vibe that he still cares about you and loves you, then just pay attention to that feeling. Because I thought I had a powerful feeling that this guy was going to come back, and he never did. So, I'm just saying, does our truth lie to us sometimes? Does our feeling, because that was when I wasn't really tapped into my psychic abilities. If I would have really felt it the right way, the wind speaks always. Listen to the wind because it speaks. Look for the signs. I kept saying, oh, he's coming back to me because a black crow is showing me that he's going to come back to me. And that was when I was really young. And I didn't come into my psychic knowing and awareness. It's all about a feeling. I think that you need to stay focused and balanced. And you need to focus on yourself and not so much focus on him coming back to you. I think that again, women give it too much power, and they give men too much power, and they say, oh, and they pine away for them, and they they think and think and think and think and think, and every night they're like, yes, I know he's going to come back to me. It's I'm not saying, I'm not trying to be negative, because I keep it uplifted and positive, but I'm just saying, can you just please for once love yourself more than you love him right now? Because that's what you need to do. So that's my answer for you. Okay, and Puzzle of Life says, hi, can I have a message from my grandmother, please? You very much well can, and I'm getting a little tired now, because when I channel spirits for quite a long time, I can get drained. I think that I had a heavy-duty spirit session with her daughter who came through, and I'm not saying it drains me of my energy. I just have to go back into the groove. So bear with me if I don't channel your grandmother accordingly, because my gift is that I share my gift for about a good half hour quality readings with people in my home. I don't do a ton of like 20 readings anymore. I do a lot of parties. I do book a lot of parties though, and a lot of spirits. Then I'm good, but I have to watch my energy, how many spirits I channel. So her question is, are you a her or a him? Puzzle of Life. Hi, can I have a message for my grandmother, please? Okay. I do see a china cabinet. I do see something in a china cabinet. Do you know if there's a china cabinet having to do with your grandmother? I do see a chair. I do see her sitting on a chair. I see her in a bed, or in maybe a facility of some kind, just laying there. I do see kind of, I don't know if she said she's at peace. That's what she just told me to tell you. Is there a name connected, like Alice or something? And I do feel like jewelry. I see jewelry. So that's the message for your grandmother. Okay. 1111 CJ. That's cool, because CJ was my grandfather's name, CJ Voneman. I'm Jane Voneman. My grandfather was CJ Voneman. Clarence James. Do you know why some high elevated spiritual individuals have certain marks, like on the body or the veins crossing on certain areas? I do know why that. That's a really good question. See, I have it. See that? I was born with this. They call them witch bumps. It's a mole. And then I had one here. My mom had it burned off when I was a baby. And then I came in here with this, and it's a scar, and I had a hole here. So I was born with a little hole here. And then my mom didn't want me to have a hole, so she had the doctors put a skin graft over it. You can still see the scar. And sometimes that's good. That was really sensitive last night. I think that the reason why is because of our past lives. I think they're marks from past lives. So that's my question. I don't know about the veins, though. I don't know about the veins. I don't have the certain veins, but maybe you do. So that would be your defining mark that you have, or that somebody else has. I think that, the elevated individuals that we're talking about are people that really, you wouldn't sometimes notice right away that somebody's elevated. Like, you would think that you're actually not even getting along with that person. For me, it's like I'll meet somebody, and depending on the type of person they are, like if they're a partier, drinker, or whatever type of person, and I don't engage in alcohol, and I don't engage in that kind of lifestyle anymore. I'm not going to mesh as well with them as I am going to mesh with somebody that's very meditated every day and eats the right diet, because that's the kind of thing that I do. I'm very self-disciplined, and I exercise every day. I still have a long way to go with the exercise thing. I think that mediums that overwork themselves can gain weight. So that's what my thing was, is that I had to stop. And then also, like, a lot of emotional blocks, once they're released, then the medium goes higher, elevated spiritually. So, emotional blocks, once they're released, then the crown chakra is open up all the way, and the medium can then channel really accurately with the spirit worlds. And there's very many dimensions. So, okay, so he agrees with me. He said, "Are you a he?" CJ1111. I feel you're a he, and I think on the little picture I see that you're a he. Okay, so I would suggest to holding a crystal, because a crystal is very powerful. If you just hold a crystal daily, then you're helping yourself elevate even more, and you're feeling through the crystal. Oh, you're a she. I'm sorry. Well, see, I don't always get it right, with other things like having a normal conversation with you. But when I hear a message spiritually, that's when I get it right. So I just couldn't see if you were a he or she, because I couldn't see your tiny picture. But in the picture, you look like a he, but it's very small. So sorry about that. Okay, a little humor there. We all can have some humor. Laugh out loud, he said. Yes, we must laugh out loud. What's a great laughing exercise? There's a laughter meditation. How do you do a laughter meditation? You just start laughing. So if you guys want to do a laughter meditation with me, this is fun. Go. Please, all of you laugh. It's hard. It's really hard. You have to be really, really out of the serious mood. But once you start going, that's a laughter meditation. You can do it with a group of people, and it's really fun. Okay, so that's a laughter meditation. I see a lot of people on here are slamming with questions, though, and that's good. I'm glad all of you are watching today. Please go on my Psychic and Medium, Jane Voneman Psychic and Medium page on Facebook, and follow me on Instagram, too, under Jane Voneman. Because I have an app that you guys can download on your phone for free, and it's me, and it'll be a little picture of me, and you can ask me a question by chat on there and get a free candle if you book a reading. If you're out of the country, like Philippines or something, that might be a little harder for me to send the candle, but maybe I'll figure it out. Okay. So let's get some more good questions here. You guys are asking great questions today. Love it. Any messages from my father? He passed away a few years ago. Okay, this is for Trevor Allen. And Trevor, can you please type in if you're your name sounds like a male, but I can't see in the little picture if you're male or female. And I'm just gonna listen for your father. I need to know what sex people are. I don't know why, but it's bothering me today that I can't see the pictures very well. Okay, that's what I thought, Trevor, because that sounds like a male name, male Scorpio, but you just never know these days. Okay, Trevor, I'm so glad you're here, because I did pull the Scorpio card earlier, and I'm a Scorpio. I'm a fellow Scorpio. So I have to focus on just your question, because there's a lot of questions all of a sudden flashing across the screen, which is great. Okay, so Trevor Allen's father, can you please be here? Trevor Allen's father. Trevor, it's weird because all of a sudden I was stepping in, I see dark hair. I do feel like your father had dark hair. Is that correct? He also makes me see that he had a thin body, kind of tall, but not real tall. He felt like he was having a lot of subconscious lower guilt vibrations. He was a Scorpio also. He did feel like he had a lot of emotional issues or psychological issues. He blonde Danish. Okay, so who is the guy? Who is the guy? I'm sorry, Trevor. Who am I describing, you or something? Who is this guy I'm seeing all of a sudden? I'm so sorry that I didn't see that he was blonde and Danish. Do you know a guy that had like thin body that I described, dark hair, slightly balding? Was this his grandfather maybe, or his father? Because he might be on the other side with him. And that might be what he's trying to show me, because I'm just seeing a man that looks like that description. So we'll see. I also get a suicidal feeling for some reason. But okay, so it's your grandfather. Okay. And I also get a feeling of a spirit here that committed suicide. But it's weird because when you said blonde Danish, I got a feeling of athletic too. Okay, so that's your cousin here. Your cousin wants to let you know they're here and that they committed suicide. They're sorry about that. They told me to tell the other people in the family they're sorry that they had to go that way. They wanted to escape, he said. Is it a he? Okay, because he said he wanted to just escape. The cousin, was it a she or a he? Because I can't tell if it's a male or female, but they said, okay, Stephen, right, he. I did say that first. He wanted to escape, he said. And that's what I felt like, that he was a he. So he is here. And he was the first one, to tell me that he felt like he wanted to escape. And he said something about Jason, or can you clarify that name with a J initial, like a Jason? They whoever said this, they said they were a real bookworm too. Like they read books constantly. That could be going back and switching back to your father. Your father makes me feel like he was the one that was talking about reading a lot of books, or that you read a lot of books, because he said I was a real bookworm, or somebody is. Okay, so see, that's Dad talking to you, that he read all the books all the time. So you probably have a whole library of some of his books, huh? Did he, because he was concerned about his books, it looked like, that whoever got the books, oh, he gave me this message to tell you, just have an attitude of gratitude. He said that because he really wants you to have an attitude of gratitude in life. Just be grateful for everything. He's not showing me how he passed, but he also said something about the door frame. Do you know why he would be showing me something about the door frame? Like there's marks on it or something? I don't know if it means there's, how like when you're growing up, they put marks on the door frame with a ruler or whatever to show what height you are or something. Or did you see him come through in spirit in the door frame, and that he was there standing in the door? Or he might be, telling me to look at my door frame. Okay, so Trevor said he didn't know. Don't know. So, do you have a European accent, Trevor, or a London accent, a British accent, or do you have a what's your nationality, Trevor? Can you tell me? Can you type it in? I'm just getting a little bit different of a feeling. For some reason, I got skiing. I got a flash of a vision of skiing, and I don't know why, like going down the cold Alps or something in the snow, and Canadian. Okay, that explains it, because I did feel an accent coming off of you in some way. Okay. Does that make any sense? He also showed me, I don't know if you have a watch of your father's or something, but he showed me a watch. Okay, so he was a pro. Who's a pro, you or him? Because he's giving me that clarity that he was a pro athlete. Skier? So I guess you're confirming that. You have 3 watches of his. Okay. That's great, because he's showing me that you have those watches. Okay, and that he was the skier. Okay. So I am so pleased. He feels like he's really connected with me, and I'm very grateful for him, and he could have been headed towards the Olympics. But he didn't die in a skiing accident or anything, did he? Because he didn't show me that, but maybe he did. I don't know. He just showed me that hill and the skiing and being very good at it. He did not show me how he passed. I don't feel like he wants you to focus on that. I feel like he just wants you to know that he's here and that he loves you very much. So he just sends his love to you. He got a Molson Cup gold medalist. Wow, that's great. Well, he's fine and dandy, he said. He's very happy on the other side. Oh, he had a heart attack. Okay, see, he would not tell me how he died. He probably had a lot of stress, and he he just burned himself out. He just used his whole life force up, and that was it. He said, that's the heart, that's it. It was time to go. It just gave up because he was a huge, huge life force. He lived life like there was no tomorrow. I mean, he just embraced life, and he was positive and happy and energetic, and he walked into a room and made everybody cheer up. And he just said, keep your chin up, son. He told me to tell you that. He said, keep your chin up, son. Okay? I'm sorry too, Trevor, for your loss of your father, but he definitely told me that it was just his time to go, and he just wants to let you know. He said, really, we're all immortal. He said, we're all immortal, really. I mean, life is everlasting, okay? You just go to another dimension, that's all. So he's very live and handy in another dimension. And he'll come to you anytime you need to talk to him. You're welcome, Trevor. I'm so glad I helped you, honey. Okay. Hello, what do my guardian angels want me to know about reconciliation with Mitt? I'm ready for things to move forward. We do have guardian angels around us. I'm going to call in all the guardian angels to help you with him. So I want to call cherubims, seraphims, thrones, virtues, dominions, carry-ons, Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, Raphael, all the angels of your holy wings of protection and white light of the Holy Spirit surround her now and help her with this relationship. She really needs a reconciliation with Mitt, and she's ready now for things to move forward. She's definitely, they told me, the angels told me that you're very sorry that you weren't ready at the time you were, but now you are. And it took you a while to be ready. And that's okay. You were going at your own rate and time. Is that correct? Because you needed time and space. If things go too fast in a love, relationship, romance department, that's hard. We really need to get slow, go at it slow with each other. It's, that lust thing and that chemical attraction that people mistake as love can happen with anybody or a lot of people. We have a lot of twin flames or soulmates walking the earth. It's just a matter of where we are at the time and who we pick. So yeah, I think you're right. I mean, self-love and healing was very needed for you. And I'm going to just pull a card for you because I do pull cards on these videos, but I'm trying to mainly just not use cards because a professional psychic and medium, they don't use cards, if you notice. So I'm getting away from using cards. So, but it just comes sometimes fun just to have a focus, just to have a nice picture to look at. So the I know, the I know, you already know inside of you is what I'm looking at. Okay. The card. But I'm getting all my answers from spirit because they give me the answers to tell you. So sometimes if I just pull a card, it's just because maybe I ran out of things to say. So anyway, I'm trying to break away from the cards though, because all the mediums that are famous of the world, like the James Van Praagh, the Lisa Williams, I have to add John J. Oliver because I love him. And and he's not just a medium, he's everything. He's a magic man. And I have to add John Edwards, and I have to add Tyler Henry. Hi Tyler. If you ever watch this video, please, please, please let me go read for some celebrities too. And because I want to help them, because I get dreams about them every night. Like not every night, but I had dreams about Brad Pitt, and I had dreams about Ashton Kutcher like for a whole year, and I didn't know why, but now I know why. So, getting back to what I was saying, what are the other famous mediums, you guys? Can you think of one? Oh, Long Island medium, Teresa Caputo. I love her. Love her. And I can't forget the seatbelt psychic, Thomas John. I love him. Thomas, I hope you're watching this video, or you do in the future. I know he's not watching right now because he's got way better things to do than watch my video. Because all of us practicing mediums are just here, and we're just doing the best we can. So yeah, you guys, I'm glad some people that admitted that they are trying to become a medium and psychic themselves are watching, because that's huge, for me. I run a mystery school of magic that I got the idea from my mystery school teacher. And I thought, why not copy off him? Because I'm sure he would be flattered, and do a mystery school of magic myself. So I had people at my home, and we did, rituals and, nice rituals, good rituals, and good magic and mojo and all that good stuff. And, we learned from each other, and we helped each other, and then we grew, and we all didn't need each other anymore. And then that's how it works in a mystery school. It's like, and then you have assignments, and it's cool. So my assignment today was taking my dog for a walk, but then pushing a baby stroller down the street with a doll in it and covering the doll up totally so it looked like a newborn. Why did I do that? Because I gave myself a mystery assignment. I think sometimes in life we just have to change things up and be a little outrageous. So you might think I'm nuts, but I don't care. So I did that just to be like different. Like, the neighbors on the street were like, where did a baby come from? She has a baby in a stroller. I bought a $5 stroller at a garage sale, and it just came to me, take the doll for a walk and cover her up with a blanket and put her in there. Why not? Why not? It was fun. So it just made me feel good. And I think, I did have you guys can watch my other YouTube videos about the dolls that come alive. The haunted dolls, and that was a cool show with the Charlie McCarthy doll that came alive. And then I do want to add too that my stepdaughter was on Cycle 22, America's Next Top Model, and she came in 9th. So she was on Tyra Banks' show and lived in the house for a couple of years, and then she moved back here with me. And since then, she's moved out, and I'm proud of her, and she's got her own apartment, and she's doing some great stints in some magazines and things like that. I'm hoping she starts to get paid huge money soon, because she's doing some free stuff in magazines and not getting paid yet. So I don't want people to take advantage of her, because she's worthy of making so much money. So that's Courtney DuPerow. You can Google Courtney DuPerow Cycle 22, America's Next Top Model, DuPerow. That's how we spell the last name. I give her a perk, or a plug, I should say, because why not? I'm her stepmom, Jane Voneman DuPerow. That's my married name. Which contestant was she? She came in 9th. Her name is Courtney DuPerow, and she was on Cycle 22, America's Next Top Model. So if you Google it in YouTube, she'll come up. Okay, so she's very pretty. She lived in the house with me, and she had to go through all this stuff with me, that I saw spirits, and she was a little leery of that. I don't blame her. I mean, it's hard to say, oh, my stepmother channels spirits. She's a medium, I wanted to have a reality TV show, a medium, a drag queen, and a model. Because then my son, he's a famous drag queen in the Cleveland area, and his name is Cadence Jane. So if you Google his YouTube videos, Cadence Jane, he's got an amazing, 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 powerful voice. So we come from a multi-dimensional, talented family. So we have modeling on the one side. She photographs really well. Then we have my son, Paul, who puts makeup on really well and sings really, really well. And then you have me. I used to sing, and then I switched to this, and I still sing though. So, and I do art. And that's the spirit art behind me that I did. That right there. I'm pointing at her. So that's Blue. She's a missing person case. So that I channeled what she looks like. So that's near and dear to my heart also, helping with missing person cases. Okay, so sorry I just talked a lot. I went off on a little tangent, you guys. It's hard to work on missing person cases. I volunteer for it, so because I have nothing to bounce off of. I don't have anybody to bounce off of. I don't have somebody like you guys to answer if I'm seeing 3 watches and he has 3 watches of his father. He can confirm that he has 3 watches from his father. But I have nothing to bounce off of when I'm doing a missing person case. I just have to bounce off the spirit or the person that's alive and bounce off the visions that I see. So, we're going through a huge transformation in the earth plane. Mother Earth is going through a transformation. We want to be sure to honor Mother Earth today. We want to be sure to do something. My spirit name is called Lady Butterfly, and I want to tell you about the butterfly effect. So the butterfly effect, well, first it was a movie that Ashton Kutcher did, and then I was named Lady Butterfly in a Native American ceremony, but it's about paying the universe forward and doing something great for somebody else. So my first assignment was I went downtown and I fed the homeless. And I left them suckers, lollipops, and then I brought them pop-up soup cans of Campbell's soup and a spoon. And the homeless guy was laying on the streets of Cleveland, and he had a blanket over him, and he took his blanket off and he popped his head out. And he looked at me and he says, "Why are you doing this?" And I said, because I care. That's what I said. And it just lifted my heart. He smiled. He couldn't believe that I cared to do it. And I was like, wow, how many people just walk by a homeless person and don't even give it a second thought? Wouldn't it be amazing to please take that homeless person the next time you see them, a lollipop even, get it at the bank free and give it to them? Or, or your lunch, buy them lunch and set it down. You're not going to get hurt. They're not going to hurt you. How many people just walk by a homeless person and just don't even do anything, So I'm just telling you, think about that, you guys. Please think about doing it. I send you a spiritual assignment because I'll tell you what, it's great karma, and much abundance tenfold will come back to you on the earth plane. So, okay, Rachel wants to know, what is a twin flame versus a soulmate, probably. Rachel Levine, that's a really good question. Is that how you pronounce your name, or is it Levigne? I'm not sure, but a twin flame is somebody that is just a lot like us. We have fun with, there's love, but it's more like a spiritual kind of love to me. They look even like us sometimes, or they feel like us. They're like a man and a woman, like, meaning you feel like you want to get in a relationship with them, but they're sent to you to have a lot of fun. And then a soulmate, the difference with that is that's the person that you end up marrying and walking down the aisle with and paying all the bills with, and sharing in the house with, and that's your soul mate. You did a soul contract together to pay the bills together, live together, have a relationship together. Twin flame, I feel like there's a difference there. You can either have the choice to pick your twin flame over here or your soulmate. I would rather pick the twin flame because the twin flame has so much to offer us in the department of, maybe not so much the department of love and marriage though, but the department of walking that spiritual journey together. So that's my definition of a twin flame. Okay, so he doesn't believe, or Rachel, she doesn't believe in soulmates. That's okay. You don't have to believe in soulmates. Yeah, I mean, everybody talks about their soulmate, but a lot of people talk about the twin flame too. Whether it be either or, twin flame, soulmate, whatever you want to call it, all I want to call it is somebody comes into your spiritual journey and you walk together for a while in that spiritual journey, and you lift each other higher, and you learn from each other, and you learn lessons. So Yeah, I mean, when we come in, we have a soul's contract to do spiritual work on the earth plane. We already have a set Akashic record contract that when we're floating around as a zygote in the universe, and we didn't even come into our own mother yet, and we decide that we want to come into that mother and do spiritual journey on the earth plane. That is our soul's contract, because we all have a soul. So that's why a lot of people like to call it soul mate, because meaning somebody has a soul, so our souls merge together. Okay. Oh wow. See, she said she's torn between her twin flame and her soulmate, Haley. How do you pronounce your name? Anyway, and yeah, she's sending good messages to Rachel. It is tough. I think it's tough to, but we don't have to make it tough either. We can just walk our journeys with both if we want. Twin flame, soulmate. We don't have, if they want to spend the rest of their life with this person, they're going to know. It's going to be an instantaneous, I can't stand living my life without you. Both of them, both parties. That's the soulmate. That's the twin flame too. Whoa. Oh, the spirits agree. Did you see that? Whoa. One spirit just blanked out did you guys see that? See, that's huge. Okay. Whatever happened there, that was intense. Did you guys see that? The screen blank out? I did. That was a little freaky. Okay, I'll get over it. I see spirits standing over my bed. They hold lanterns sometimes. Those are the ones that are stuck in the dimension of earthbound spirit. Oh, so Andrea Marie says, I saw it as soon as I entered. LOL. Okay. Well, Andrea, maybe you did it. Maybe you're that powerful. I would focus on your own power, Andrea. I think we got a little powerful person here you can maybe mess with the electrical currents. Andrea, I call you people, what do you call those people again? Where, like, if you walk down a street, you can make the lights, the street light go off. There's a name for it. It's just not coming to me right now, but it'll come to me in a little while. So, no, it's not Star Children. It's something else. Just can't think of it. I'm so sorry. I did an article about it, though, on my blog one time because it was very fascinating to me. I have that ability. One time, was going to put a tape in a tape recorder, the old-fashioned tape recorders, and the tape recorder popped up on its own without me having to lift it for me to put the tape in. So that was kind of freaky. So I didn't even try. I didn't even want it to happen. I just was going to put the tape in. Yeah, well, that's probably because you have either a spirit doing it or you are very, very powerful, so you're able to do it. And if you talk about it a lot too and give it power, it'll keep happening. So eyes like stars. When they get anxious or upset, things like that happen to me. I agree. We all know that movie Carrie, how upset she got. Did you guys know that American movie Carrie? She got really upset. She made shit happen. Okay. And during Mercury retrogrades too. That's when it's really powerful, and we can spin things in reverse sometimes. And we need to meditate a lot, though. We need to meditate a lot. So, okay. I am so happy you guys all joined me here. I have to now get a glass of water. I've been on here for about, I guess the time on here says 1:19. So that means I've been on here an hour and 19 minutes or an hour and 20 minutes. I think it's time for me to go now. Thank you all for joining me live. I really enjoyed talking to all of you. And I look for my TV show on avonlake.org. It's Honor the Magic Within. And please go on my Jane Voneman Psychic and Medium page on Facebook. That's my public figure page. You can download my free app that I have on there. And I also have a free app called Spirit Dice. So I have 2 apps now. Spirit Dice is on all iPhones, and that you can connect with the spirits yourself when you shake the phone and you fill all the letters of the alphabet first on the phone, and then you can move the letters from side to side to form a word. That helps tap into your psychic abilities and your brain power. And then my other app is a great app to just book readings with me on or chat with me on there. So you can get that app on Jane Voneman Psychic and Medium Facebook page. Oh gosh, thank you so much, Andrea Marie, Rachel Levine, I like stars, Haley, or Hallie, Andrea Marie. Oh, who else was here on here with me? All the other people who were watching before. Carolina Jones. I'm sorry if I didn't answer your question. AP message retracted. It said, okay. You must have said something mean. Blossom 11. Be nice on here, you guys. Behave, please, or your message will be retracted, I guess. And then everything is good. I see everyone good. Alyssa is here. Miriam. Karen was the original first person. Karen Shapiro. I love you, Karen. She's one of my clients that comes to me. Okay, guys. I love you all and have a great day. Thank you for joining me. Miriam, I didn't get to say your name, so I will say it now. Soy Seed, Dust, thank you all for joining me. If I left anybody out, sorry I went by your name, but it's okay because you'll get me next time. Okay, guys, I'm ending this stream now. Have a nice evening or day or morning or whatever time it is over there in your country. Love you guys. Bye.